Okay, so welcome everyone to this presentation, the 4 keys to transform your body and mind through TLS. And for those of you who've heard of TLS, we basically, the Transitions Lifestyle System Weight Loss Solution. And it's actually a line and a branch of the shop.com business where we help people to not only just lose weight, but to be able to achieve their weight and wellness goals. So tonight, we're going to be mainly focusing on the 4 keys to help you reach the goals of being able to transform your body and your mind. So what is TLS? Well, TLS is a science-based, customizable approach to weight management. So what that means is that it's personalized to individual needs. So it's not one size fits all. Whatever that your needs are, your commitment level, your different personalities, we are able to then help you according to that. And so basically it's a transitions lifestyle program. So that's very important. That we understand that, you know, it's not about diets, because diets don't work, and we need to focus on lifestyle. So tonight, I'd like to congratulate you on making the decision to be on this Zoom call to review and learn the correct way to lose weight and to be healthy holistically. And I know that there are some guests that are on the call as well. So if you haven't heard about TLS, I'd love to welcome you and thank you for being on here. And the people that have invited you to this call are the people that are really, you know, caring, and they would love for you to be, you know, reaching your wellness and weight management goals. So I would like to encourage you throughout this presentation. If you've got any question, please feel free to type them on the chat box, and always feel free to contact me. But, you know, the person who invited you, you can go back to them for further clarification. So a question that I'd like to ask you, well, many people actually think about, you know, wanting to lose weight, though chances are that, you know, this is not the first time they have tried to lose weight. Many people have done different diet programs, you know, in the market, and they may have succeeded. However, the bigger issue is, why do they find that is unable to keep the weight off? And I'm not sure whether you've heard of the concept called yo-yo dieting, which means that people may have lost weight, but then, you know, they will gain it back, and then they lose again and gain it back. And the problem with that is that every time you lose and gain, as we call it, yo-yo dieting, your metabolism is compromised, and that is actually really unhealthy. So here is the bad news, as I mentioned already. Diets don't work. Now, a lot of people think of losing weight as, oh, going on a diet. Even a lot of my clients that are already doing, you know, TLS, the lifestyle system with me, will use this expression, oh, I'm on a diet. I can't eat this, I can't eat that. Well, if you look at the word diets, the first 3 letters are what? Type it up for me. What are the first 3 letters of the word diet? Yes, right, die, right? D-I-E, die. So what that means is that it's actually not the best way for people to lose weight. Okay, so what is then? Well, what we want to advocate with this program is what we call a lifestyle. So that's why TLS stands for Transition Lifestyle System. So a lot of times people blame themselves that they failed, and they think that, you know, oh, I failed the diet. Well, in fact, think of it as the diet failed you, because a lot of diet programs out there have people restrict calories or eat only 1 meal or real food daily while drinking high sugar meal replacements. And a lot of other people tell you what to eat instead of teaching you how to eat. So that's why people actually have a lot of issues of not being able to lose weight or fat. All right, so what's secrets to those people that are successful in, you know, reaching their weight and wellness goals that many other people don't know? Okay, a lot of us would know that fresh salads and chickens are healthy, and donuts are not so healthy, right? Eventually, eating all those salads and chickens day after day can get boring, right? Anyone agree with me that, if I eat salads and chickens day after day, even though they are healthy, they can get boring? How many of you have experienced that? Well, that's true, right? And then you revert back to old habits like, fast food for breakfast and pizza for dinner. And so when that happens, it's actually not really that healthy. Okay, so let me just ask those of you who are on the call, just say hi to me. I just want to make sure that people are able to type in the chat bar. So how many of you are here? I can't actually see the name in the chat bar. So who's here? I know that Amy is, and yep, I know Auntie Anne. Thank you, Debbie. Hello there. Hi, Heidi. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Yep. All right, so there is no need to actually restrict food group. That's something that you all need to be aware of, because many people think that is actually restrictive. And they think that they need to count every single number of their calories in order to be able to lose weight, or they have to do strenuous amounts of exercise to reach their weight and wellness goal. Well, in fact, understanding how to eat well and how to read labels the correct way will give you so many different varieties of foods and flavors, so you can cook at home. Or if you go out to eat, you can actually still stay on track for your goals. And there is really no need to restrict food groups so much. Obviously, if we have different menu plans for specific goals, then there are certain weeks that there are different types of food groups that we say you will restrict, but then it's not necessarily for long term. And that's very important to understand. So here, I would love you to imagine that you're living your ideal life where your health is a 10 out of 10, your fitness and energy levels, including your physique, which is like how you look from the outside, your weight, your body mass, and your muscle mass, also lifestyle, are all 10 out of 10. How would you feel? Yeah, if you can just interact with me and type in the Zoom group chat, how would you feel if you are a 10 out of 10 in your health level, in your fitness level, and your energy level? Hello there, Aurora. Hello. Hi, Auntie Anne. You will feel great, right, if you are able to be a 10 out of 10. But how many of us can say that we are a 10 out of 10? I think that is not really something that a lot of us can say we are at that stage. Obviously, we want to be the best version of ourselves. We might not be a 10 yet, but we want to be gearing towards, better and better. Say now, if you are 5, you want to be a 6, you want to be a 7. So you actually get better and better in those areas. So many of my clients actually say to me, well, Kitty, I have been battling health and weight issues for some time, 5 years, 10 years, or even my whole life since I was a little kid. How can I get to the bottom of it so that I can fix it once and for all? Well, if you want to be the best version of you, then it seems very difficult. Like we were talking about, a 10 out of 10. I don't think, a lot of people can say that they are. Well, it doesn't need to be very, very difficult if we are, willing to work for it. So that is the best body that we would like to strive for. And then food is the best eating, okay? It is the fuel that helps drive you towards the best version of yourself. So nourishing ourselves is our basic human task, right? And the choices that we make can be the difference between good and poor health. So how many of you understand and agree that, the type of food that we eat actually affects how healthy or unhealthy we are? And this is like common sense, but common sense is not always common, is it? And then the third thing that is very, very important is best thinking. Now, understanding who you are, accepting who you are, that person, and moving forward from a place of love and self-respect is a great step towards realizing the best version of yourself. because your body responds to what you decide. Now, a lot of people think that if I want to be healthy, if I want to be losing weight, then the best thing obviously is to eat healthy, and then, if we have the best body, that's the main thing. And they actually forget that thinking is also an important part of it. And in fact, I wouldn't hesitate to say that it's 80-20 rule, whereby 20%, a lot of people think of it is exercise and body movement, 80% is food. But out of that, more than 50%, if not all, more than that, is actually about your mindset and about your thinking. And so, one of our very successful doctors in Market America Shop.com, Dr. Deidre Mason, who is one of our leaders, who teaches a lot of our health and nutrition classes. And Isotonics always says that the mindset is an area why so many people are not able to actually reach their wellness, the weight management goals, is because when they follow the wagon, it's very easy for them to then, give up, and they don't have that self respect and love for themselves. So that's why it's very important for us to be thinking about that as well. Now, the last thing is about best habits. Being fit and healthy is not just a matter of weeks, months, or years. It is actually for the rest of your life. Our bodies are designed to move, and so that's why exercise and working out is essential for us to achieve our best body. And it is worth it to make exercise your habit. Obviously, it doesn't have to be really strenuous exercise, as we mentioned, but moving your body is so important. So any movement is better than no movement. So most programs actually do not address your body's needs or hormones or metabolism or exercise level. And they put you in what we call a one-size-fits-all program. And what you will be, willing to do to reach your goals may not be the same as one of your friends or family members, right? So why would you both have to do the same exact thing? Well, that's why our 4 keys, which I'm going to be sharing with you, will show you how to be able to reach your weight and manage your health, and also being able to blast your excess fat, whether it's your body fat or your visceral fat, through a science-based method. And it's also, as I mentioned, customizable through individual needs. And so with TLS, the transition lifestyle system, through the exercise level and metabolism, hormones, and your body, all of this is able to help you reach your goal. So that's why it's so important for us to be not only, focused on one area, but all those different areas. Now, a lot of people have a question: how do I lose weight because I'm so busy, right? So this is the first key. The first key is to learn about how to lose weight no matter how busy you are. Okay, so I hear it all the time when I work with people, or even, people that are my good friends or my, partners and friends. They say to me, well, Kitty, I don't have enough time to do exercise or to look after my health, or, look after my food and stuff like that. Or they say, they will get back on their fitness goals someday when they have time. But, someday can easily turn into never. Take control of your day and prioritize your health and fitness is really important, because your health is your wealth. And if you understand the concept that really your first wealth is your health, then you would understand it's so important for us to control our body. And after all, it's not about finding the time, it's about really making the time to get back on track, no matter what your day looks like and how busy you are. Because if you're too busy to be looking after yourself, then even though you may be successful in your endeavor, whether it's your business, your work, and other areas of your life, you will still be unhealthy. And, that's not something good, because I have a testimonial to share. Like my dad, he was a really, really successful and wealthy businessman. However, he would spend 80 to 100 hours in his small business, to a point that he really didn't have time to spend with us kids. And so, he became very, very overweight and obese, and he died of cancer when he was only 52 years old. And so because of that, to me personally, health is actually one of my core value, and that's why I do what I do, to want to help people to be healthy and to lose weight as well, and starting from myself. Okay, so that's why I advocate this concept, which is called self-compassion, self-love, and putting yourself first. Because, a lot of people say putting yourself first is selfish. Well, in fact, it's not, because it is actually quite the opposite. Because you must put your health and happiness first before you can help others. I'm sure that all of you have heard of the concept called oxygen mask when you go on an aeroplane, whereby, you hear that put your own oxygen mask on when an accident happens before assisting others, because you can then will be able to help others. And situations that are stressful can take your focus away from properly care for yourself. And I know that at times I'm guilty of that as well. And I can neglect myself for the sake of external problems. And so I can become unhealthy. That's why now I actually, take time out to rest, but at the same time, take enough precaution in eating healthily, having my isotonic vitamin supplement regimens, and the different things like what we learn from the transition lifestyle system, which you can learn a lot from as well. So make sure that you consider what you need and do something for yourself so that you can be healthy. And also, when you do exercise, it's not about, crazy workout or diets. You really don't need to do that. You don't have to do really crazy long workouts. Just need to set a simple routine of like a few days of even just walking and a little bit of, aerobic exercise, stretching. That will be enough. And if you are able to do what we call, consistent workout rather than just doing a whole lot crazy workout but not inconsistent, that would be a lot better. And the other thing is you can, have a few tricks that can help you. What that means is you can improve your metabolism with only a few things that will be able to help you. The first thing is I advocate this really amazing product, which is called Trim Tea, a slim, which will help you to, lose weight in a very healthy way. It increases your energy expenditure and also, help you to reduce the amount of fat you're burning. So Trim Tea is actually a thermogenic slimming tea that can help you. And if you're interested to learn more about it, you can either ask me or the person who invited you to this Zoom call, and they will be able to tell you more about it. And then the other thing is you can actually eat yummy spicy foods if you can handle spicy food, because spicy foods, have been shown to increase metabolism after you finish the meal as well. And the other thing is cut down on sugary drinks and foods, because research, has shown that a typical energy drink or like sugary drinks, like soft drinks actually, serves up to a quarter cup of sugar. So can you imagine when you drink, let's say, a glass of lemonade or like Coke, you actually have a quarter, which is 1/4 of a cup of sugar that you'll be drinking into your body. So that's not good, is it? So that's why these are the few things, if you change this, that will instantly help you to be able to burn fat. And also another important thing is what I call miracle beverage, and that is water. Filtered water, because if you are able to actually drink water, then it will actually flush out the toxins in your body, but at the same time help you to burn fat as well. So that's why when we advocate for detox to cleanse your body, drinking filtered water is also very important. Now, I also encourage my clients to do the 7 minutes daily workout challenge. If you want to know more, I can tell you more about it later on, which basically is what we call HIIT, is high intensity interval training. And you can find a lot of that kind of beginners, intermediate or advanced training on either YouTube, or even if you go to the gym, or there are a lot of workout factory that does that kind of simple but very effective, short and sweet daily workout. So that is amazing as well. And as you can see on the right hand side, a lot of people sit down every day for long hours. I actually have done some study and realized that if you are able to stand up every hour at least for like 5-10 minutes during your work day, then for an 8-hour work day you would be at least spending about at least 5-10 minutes each hour. Then it's 40 minutes a day doing sort of some stretching and stuff that will also help you to improve your metabolism. And then last but not least, sleeping with good quality sleep as well as good quantity. An average of 7 to 9 hours would be adequate. Obviously, different people have different needs, but that is, by and large, a good average, 7 to 9 hours. And if you find that you're not good at sleeping, with the shop.com business, with a lot of our products like Turn Down and the isotonic range can help you with that as well. So these are, as I mentioned, the 5 easy ways to help improve your metabolism. Okay, so let me share a little bit about this lady. Her name is Megan's testimony. Megan works full-time and while building a part-time business, and she has 3 children. And so basically, she struggled to take control of her body before she starts prioritizing her health and fitness. And her belief was that there was no way that she could put herself first, as we mentioned previously, put the oxygen mask on. But once she understands that concept that she really need to prioritize your health, then she started to set small routine and stick to them, and started the TLS 21-day challenge. And she starts to see her transformation, and then she continues on to do a 12-week program. Now, as you can see, the before and after photo, that is amazing. And then this is Jackie. Throughout her life, Jackie and her family, also have struggled with obesity. She looked up to her father, who passed away on her 21st birthday. Can you imagine, the trauma that she would have gone through, having lost her father on the 21st birthday due to diabetic complication. And as a result, her weight spiraled out of control. And her personal breakthrough came as she worked on her mindset and limiting beliefs as well. And we'll talk a little bit about mindset and limiting beliefs a bit later on in our next key. And so with Jackie, she used to feel that it was selfish to put herself first and struggle to make time for herself, to the point that she tiptoed the line of burnout. And once she understood the importance of prioritizing her health and wellness, and she took time out to eat healthily, to prepare her food, to do exercise, and work on her mindset, she started really get back on track to do something for herself. And with the help of TLS weight loss coach, she was able to lose 4.5 kilos in 21 days, which is an amazing result. And she now feels great and regain energy, and she can see the transformation of her before and after. Her body has been really amazing. Not only, the body physique, but also her energy level. So the second key, for our healthy weight loss and wellness management is to understand the concept, as I mentioned previously, that diets don't work, but lifestyles. And you really need to put an emphasis on what to eat, not just what to eat, but how to eat. Because when you look at diet, you only just look at, what I can't eat, what to eat and all that kind of thing, which becomes really stressful and restrictive as well. And also at times when you go and going for diets, you would just lose water and muscle, and you're not actually losing fat. And it's an important thing is also you need to have neurological, hormonal, and metabolic changes. And in terms of neurological changes, your brain actually becomes overly responsive to food if you are so focused on diets. So say, for example, if you're so focused on that, your psychology with food, which is another very interesting thing that we can learn from. If you taste tasty food, or like, if you've got a sweet tooth, everything looks more appetizing and appealing. But with regards to the slowing down of metabolism, if you eat less than your body, then we'll find way to run of fewer kilojoules or calories. So that's why it's so important for us to focus on lifestyle without starving. So a lifestyle focus looks at real life approach, not a pass or fail or a race to finish the feast, or like, oh, I want to just get, fit or to lose weight the fastest. Because if you lose weight quick, but then, you will gain it back, then it is not the healthiest. You can lose weight, be healthier, have more energy, gain more tone without having to feel hungry, tired, and basically just terrible. So here are a few lifestyle approaches that can help you. So first of all, eat small breakfast as soon as you get up. So you don't have to eat a lot. This then will jumpstart your metabolism, because when you wake up, you need to basically, metabolize your body because you have not been eating the whole night. One good thing is to actually start off with, a glass of warm water with lemon juice, and then eat a small breakfast. And then you eat carbs and healthy fats during the day if you don't need to lose weight. But if you do need to lose weight, then we'll be giving you different menu plans to go for it. And then, you'll be able to, keep it off for life without depriving yourself. And so it's very important for you to understand that, you have to support the quality and the quantity of food rather than just looking at, depriving yourself through diet. So eat when you are hungry, stop when you are satisfied, and don't starve yourself, because our body needs the natural kind of sugar. So that means we need to obviously eat fruits as well. And it's our body's main source of fuel and regulates our blood sugar level as well. So here is another testimonial. This lady, while pregnant with her son, she bought a beautiful dress to wear to an upcoming wedding. And during her pregnancy, Gina managed to put on 20 kilos because of the concoction of medication she was on at the time, for her lupus during her pregnancy. And she assumes that she would just naturally lose the weight after the baby was born. But that wasn't the case. In the end, Gina had to wear a different dress to the wedding. And by the time her son's first birthday, she was still carrying the extra weight and couldn't fit into her jeans for the party and the dress that she really likes. And that was it for her. And something had to change, she felt. And she said, I had learned and heard about the transition lifestyle system, weight loss solution, from a friend, and decided to start following it. And when she started that, it was amazing and well worth it. And it was really exciting for Gina to see her weight coming off. Not just that, the best thing for her has been that she was able to maintain the weight loss and lifestyle for a long time. And, there's so much more than just exercise and food. It also focuses on the mind and the reasons why, we think and act in certain ways. So that's why, there's the part of the personal development. So as you think about learning more about the transition lifestyle system, the program is not so much just about the food, the nutrition, the exercise, but it also helps you with your mindset, with your personal development as well. And it is amazing science-based system that can help you, grow yourself in other areas as well, which, includes behavior modification. Now, this is another testimonial of a guy who you can see the before and after. Really, the result speaks for itself, right? With the TLS weight loss, you can really accomplish a lot in 21 days, even 3 weeks. Okay, so then key number 3 is the step-by-step system. So we have a system where you can basically lose your fat. Now, there are many ways that many people in the market try to, use to lose weight fast. However, most of them will make you hungry and unsatisfied. And ultimately, the weight cycling is the repeated loss and regain, as I mentioned, the yo-yo dieting. And so that's why if you can follow this simple 4-step plan, then you'll be able to lose weight, not only fast, but also healthily. So number 1 is to cut back on sugars and starches. The most important part is really cut back on sugars and starches or carbs, because these 2 things, the 2 S's, I call them, sugars and starches, are always the culprits that, increase our body fat percentage and visceral fat. So instead of burning carbs for energy, your body starts feeding off of the stored fat. Removing sugars will reduce your appetite and lower your insulin levels and make you lose weight without the hunger as well. So that is why, obviously, we're not to say that you have to eliminate totally sugars and starches. As we mentioned previously, that, there is healthy natural sugars from fruit and healthy starches from vegetables that you need to consume and have, because you can't go without them for your fuel as well. But then cut back, on the unnatural sugars like, donuts and cakes as much as you can as well. And then number 2 is to eat protein, good fat, and vegetables. Now, assemble each meal out of a protein source, a fat source, and a low-carb vegetables if you can. Then this will put you into the range of significantly lower your hunger levels. And then number 3 is to incorporate persistence training at least 3 times a week. And you can do, a little bit of resistance training like lifting weights, gain muscle mass and improve your metabolism, and do a little bit of, body fat reduction kind of exercise, so that you'll be able to simply just, if you don't go to the gym, you can just carry, let's say, 2 bottles of water, one on your left arm, one on your right arm, and then just, do that exercise. And that is quite simple. And then number 4 is to incorporate low intensity cardio or aerobic exercise that you will be able to then blast your fat. And nutrition and resistance training obviously is enough if you just want to blast and reduce your fat percentage. However, if you want to, incorporate low intensity, steady state cardio, it's actually really good to help you burn more calories without causing the negative effects that come with jogging and excessive cardio. Because a lot of people, they do jogging, they do running. If you can do that, that's amazing, that's fantastic. They are the high intensity cardio. But I know that for a few of my clients, that they would say to me, they might have certain health conditions, that they might have injured their legs and stuff like that. You can still incorporate low intensity cardio to help you with that. So as I mentioned, walking is great, or you can use a treadmill to help you with that. And it doesn't, adversely affect your lifting performance, and it's not physically and mentally taxing as well. So if you have a fitness tracker, to get about 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day, that would be amazing. Then it can serve as an accountability that you're able to have a solid amount of daily activity. So for those of you who are on the call, how many of you actually have a tracker that you actually do different types, you can count? Yes. That's right. Thanks for that, Aurora. It's about quantity. Yeah, it's obviously, quantity and quality are both important. All right, so then let's have a look at the concept of fat burning. Now, fat burning doesn't have to be hard. Here are a few easy ways to help you burn fat. Number 1 is if you can actually drink more water. Now, drinking more water will help your body, as I mentioned already, avoid storing water due to deficiencies. And so that is a first step. And then number 2 is you have everyday foods. Now, with the everyday foods, is like fish is a power food that will help you lose fat, and that's also very important for you. And if you are able to eat whatever is right for your body, and so stop looking at your scale as well. And you can see this person on the right-hand side, like a scale watcher. I don't know how many of you are there. Do you check in, every single day or every morning, and then you feel stressed because you haven't lost weight, then you're actually doing yourself a disservice, because especially if your goal is to lose fat and gain muscle, don't just look at the numbers on the scale. You actually need to be looking at all the other areas. That's why I advocate people use a 10-meter scale, which helps them to understand their body fat percentage, their visceral fats, their muscle mass, their metabolic age and water percentage, etc. And so if you've been eating right and you've been staying active regularly, there's a good chance that at the moment you might not see a big drop in the scale, because as you're losing fat, you may be gaining muscle. So looking at the scale and not seeing the numbers drop significantly can be discouraging, but don't worry about it. If you stick to your fitness routine and don't worry too much about that and follow the step-by-step process that we give you, the guideline, you will definitely be healthier and the fat will continue to fly off. And food is the fuel that drives you towards the best version of yourself that you can be. So make sure that you choose the right types of food and get all the essential nutrients that your body requires and create delicious meals and healthier lifestyle. So even though exercise is an important part of our lifestyle when it comes to health, what we put into our mouths is largely responsible for having a body that works well. So that is really, really important. So nourishing ourselves is a basic human task. So we need to do it every few hours to eat, good and nutritious foods. And the choices that we make can be, as we mentioned, the difference between good and bad health. And so as a society, we really need to look at how we look after our basic activity, which is to not let our, eating of healthy food get out of control. Okay, another very important thing is to get out of fat storage zone. Now, a small amount of fat is an essential part of a healthy diet. However, if you have excess fat, then that is stored in the body cells until it is needed for the energy, then it's not good for you. So basically, when the body requires more energy, then it breaks down the fat in a chemical process called metabolism. That's why we always say we want our metabolism to be improved, so that as well as providing the body with energy, then we'll be able to regulate our body temperature and reduce inflammation as well. So that's why we need to be aware of having the right amount of good fats in our body, but not excess. And the other thing is we also need to be aware that our bodies are designed to move, and working out is essential for us to achieve our best body. And we need to have different types of exercise in order to reach our ideal body composition. With weight loss and or just achieving your well-being goal, you can easily, when you do too much, of exercise, but not to the right amount, to lose muscle and water if you don't do the correct way. Then not drinking enough water can also cause weight gain, but true fat loss is about reshaping your body. So it's actually about the body shape, the physique. It's not just about the number on your scale. So seeing the changes in your inches and your clothing, you can actually feel when you wear the dress or your jeans that they're actually a reduction of the inches or centimeters of your clothing. That's why if you start your weight management journey, the first thing, apart from just measuring your weight, you also need to measure your 10-meter scale using the body fat percentage, as I mentioned. And so if you have a TLS health coach, then you'll be able to get them to help you with that. And also important to measure your centimeters of your body. So the other thing is, we tend to do things out of convenience, but by convenience, we actually stop doing things. For example, we grab fast food, or we stop going to the gym because we've got to drive there and drive back and, do all the things. So one solution is to basically just use your own body weight to do even, exercise at home and, go through things like YouTube, and with TLS, we have some exercises that we can recommend that you can do at home as well. And so that way, you don't really need expensive gym membership. So here is Kim. Now, Kim had battled with an obesity problem since she was 8 years old, a young girl. She had been on every single diet known, and she has starved herself and literally really done everything until she found TLS, Transitions Lifestyle System Weight Management Solution. And this TLS program actually provided her with a concrete weight loss solution that she could live by and stand alone. And what she loved about this is that, you know, it provided her with the choices and the step-by-step process to help her burn fat. And, you know, and she said to herself that, you know, she always reminds herself why she changed how she eats and begins working out the picture. And her testimony was that she follows the step-by-step process to help her burn the fat through TLS and able to reduce the body fat percentage by 20% in only 12 weeks using our TLS 12-week program. And she no longer have cravings, and her waistline has been reduced by 13 inches, which is an amazing results. And she's gone from obese, which is over 30 something inches, to, as you can see on the after photo on the right, only 20 something inches, which is amazing. And this at the same time, not only does she look a lot better, she maintained and gained muscle, which is also very important, alongside having great energy every day to play with her kids. Now, this is Kathy. Kathy is a busy mom of 4 children, and she works full-time and started with the 20-day challenge before committing to the bigger program, because she found that, you know, she actually, after that, continues with the 4 weeks, then 6 weeks, then, you know, another few weeks and months before she actually reached her final goal. Now, she finds that the journal and tracking systems for the daily routine really helps. And, you know, with TLS, we have a journal for success, and that is an amazing tool that I would recommend every single one of you to use, whether you want to lose weight or not, because it will help you to measure, monitor, adjust, and control your journey and your health and wellness journey. And this lifestyle system really can help you, whether you really need to lose weight or not, in order to live a healthy lifestyle for both your family and yourself, just like Kathy here. And then the last key is what we call break down your limiting beliefs. Now, as we mentioned, apart from exercise, apart from the kind of food that we eat, you know, your mindset and your beliefs are equally as important, if not more. So if I was to ask you, do you believe in yourself and all that you are? I'm sure that a lot of us will say that I don't. I'm not really that adequate. I'm not good enough, and I don't believe in myself, and I feel like I always fail and stuff like that. And but you know, do you know that there is something inside you that is greater than your obstacles and your limiting beliefs? So let us break down, you know, your limiting beliefs. Do you actually, you know, do too much for others? Do you find time for exercise? And do you actually cook, you know, food for yourself and your family? All these things are the things that limiting beliefs. So that's why when we are thinking about limiting beliefs, it's not just restricted to certain areas, but, you know, in our mindset, you know, many things can actually hinder us. Even people who can say, I'm really thin, I'm not fit, I'm not healthy, that even that is a problem. Okay, so let's think about how we can actually break down our limiting beliefs. First of all, we need to set our goals. Like, you know, it's so important for everything. In the center of everything is our why, whether it's to develop our health, whether it's wanting to be, you know, building a great relationship or business or whatever it is. Goal setting is a familiar subject for all of us, I'm sure. But a lot of people probably don't practice it enough. And for this reason, it is essential for us to be focusing on this, particularly if you're wanting to lose weight. And I'm sure that many people, you know, as you would know that, you know, in the beginning of a new year, many people would say, oh, I actually want to lose weight. But then by, you know, the second month already, they will lose that resolution. So that's why you need to be setting goals. Some of the goals can be, you know, for do I actually want to be, having the ideal body shape so that not just looking good, but also being healthy to help other people to have improve my quality of life so that I can contribute to others. So think about it. Why is it that you're on this call? Why is it that you want to be healthy? Why is it that you want to lose weight? Why is it that you want to lose the excess fat that is in your body? The why behind it is so important. And for those of you that are probably already healthy and fit, you might want to ask yourself, why would you like to learn about this program? Some of us, maybe wanting to be a coach in the future to help others as well, because you've experienced it. But for those of you who want to be losing weight, getting organized is a very, very important thing. It's a habit for us all to be able to be successful in order to have sustainable results for our weight management and wellness goals. And so being organized assures that you take the actions towards the goal that you set. And so you need, like a planner or a diary to give you a quick snapshot of what needs to be done for your health goals. So setting a schedule for doing exercise, grocery shopping, and you can shop online and then just decide, okay, well, I'm going to go to Woolworths this week to buy the certain meal plan that I'm going to go for. And you get, IBV, and it's quite good, isn't it? And no one lost any weight being totally disorganized. And it takes time to plan your week's meals and shop for them as well. So that's why it's very important to take time out to schedule it in, because what gets scheduled gets done. And if you are able to schedule in time for the necessary things, whether it's for exercise, for meal planning, to eat, at the right time, and, prepare for your, shakes and different things like that, then it will be, a lot more chance for you to be successful than to be not organized and just get chaotic. Now, this is actually a psychological and mindset needs that we all need to learn from, and it's called the core human needs. Having an understanding of human behavior and what drives us is one of the most important aspects in realizing why you are stuck at your current weight or why you are unfit and unhealthy. So these are the 6 things that play a major role as to how each of us meet them. And so number 1 is certainty. The need for certainty is our need to feel in control, safe, and secure. It is the need for basic comfort, the need to avoid pain and stress, and to create pleasure. Number 2 is uncertainty. And we also look for variety in life, and we don't want boring. That's why I was saying, well, if you eat salads and chickens every single day for the rest of your life, yes, you may be healthy, but then it's boring, right? So you don't want that. It's very important for us to be actually having, variety of things. That's why learning to cook, different varieties of things is also important. And then number 3 is significance. We all need to feel acknowledged, recognized, or needed. So being special for something we have done or achieved. So that can be a really good why for a lot of people. When they are able to lose their fat, their loss, and become healthy, they feel the significance that they're able to help others, or that they're able to do reach their goals, or travel, or play with their kids or grandkids and stuff like that. And then obviously love and connection is also an important core human need. For a lot of people, that is a driving force for them to want to be healthy and lose weight, for them to be able to connect with people, because if they don't feel like they are good enough, or they don't feel healthy enough or pretty enough or whatever it is, even though that might not be the truth, because all of us are actually precious and beautiful, whatever weight that we are, or however healthy or unhealthy we are. Yet, if you are definitely healthy, you're able to perhaps feel the connection with friends will be a lot better. And then growth, if you're not growing, you're dying. That's why if you're able to be healthy, then you'll be able to be more happy. That's a fact. And then contribution, giving and living beyond yourself and helping others by contributing is a great life, and you'll be able to enhance not only your life but other people's life. So when you are healthy, you'll be able to contribute to others. So think about these 6 things, how being healthy and how being able to lose weight can help you to fulfill these human needs. Okay, let me just have a sip of water. Okay, then think about pain and pleasure. Pain and pleasure actually affect every decision in our lives. Now, we can use the principle of pain and pleasure in order to help us lose weight and also make decisions. So rather think about rewards. So if we actually become healthy, or we become, we lose certain weight of body fat percentage within the 3 weeks of the 21 days, then you give yourself some pleasure, and it can be effective, right? And then if you think of the pain of not being able to reach your goals, say for example, if you just quit eating pizza and pies for 3 weeks, then you'll be able to join, a happy lifestyle group and something like that. So you actually really need to challenge yourself in that kind of thing and give yourself reward as well. So pain and pleasure principle is an important principle as well. And then the other thing is to exercise your habit so that you can actually make it really your exercise and to manage your stress, because if you are not able to manage your stress, then you will not be able to manage your health as well. And that is an area that we teach people. So that's why education and accountability is so important when trying to achieve your weight loss goals. Because willpower alone is not always enough for you to stay on track. In order for you to be able to lose weight and to transform your body and your mind and to keep it off for good, education and accountability are the key. And that's why it involves ongoing support, accountability through mentoring, monitoring, supporting peer support, that's why coaching also helps people stay ready. And it starts with a willingness for you to be coached and to be coachable, to have someone help you prepare for you. And that's why with this particular program is very much unlike those that are in the market where they just tell you what to eat and that's it, like go on a diet, that's it, use this products, that's it. No, with TLS we actually have trained coaches as well as trainers that will be able to walk alongside you to support you along the way and encourage you as well. And that was exactly what Alexandra did. She actually had a coach that continued to support her, and within 21 days she was able to lose 5 kilos, and within 12 weeks she was able to, 12 months, 12 weeks, 3 months, she was able to lose close to 12 kilos, and that's amazing. So it's very, very important for us to be coached and to have support as well. Now, here are some of the TLS spotlight, an example of the people that have been using the simple keys that I've mentioned to be able to use to lose anywhere between, as you can see, 13 kilos to up to biggest loser is like 50 kilos. And what they have in common are those 4 things. They've all been able to lose weight no matter how busy they are because they treat it as a priority, their health. Number 2 is they've all had remarkable lifestyle change and not just going on diets. Number 3, they've been following the step-by-step system that TLS provides, which is customizable, personalized, and really comprehensive. And number 4 is they've been able to break down their limiting beliefs, change their mindset, and to be able to understand their why behind why they're doing what they're doing in order to achieve their goals. And also they follow our education and accountability with the help of a coach and support group as well. So that's why we have these people, having all these great results. So that's why I would like to encourage all of you to invest in yourself. When was the last time you actually think about investing in yourself? Obviously, I'm not referring to just about investing in buying expensive cars, clothes, or a house, not that kind of investment. I'm talking about, beyond that, investing really in yourself. That is your health, which is, your first wealth. Now, take the time to look at how much time you can get for yourself. It's only then that you will be aware of making changes in your life to really, do what's needed for your health and your well-being. And in order to create better results, you need to change your habits, whether it's to increase your sleep habit, whether it's to improve your vitamin regimen if you're not already on vitamin or isotonics, and habit of exercise, as well as going for self-care routine, stuff like that, as we've mentioned. So you really do need to do something to make the choice to reach your dream. So what is that choice? Okay, well, think about that. That choice is you can either take everything I've just shared with you briefly and forget about it, or you can choose to, lose weight and become healthy, and eventually reach your goals and dreams of having the best body that you can really achieve. Not only the best body, but the best health, holistically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, socially, and physically. You know why you've come to this call? Because you want to be healthy, or if you want to be helping other people to be healthy, then I bet that you want to be learning more about this program, and you can really learn and to be possible to achieve all those results that you've seen through the testimonials that I've shared with you. As I mentioned, the biggest thing is changing yourself internally, which is your mindset. And that's why, myself and my team, there are a lot of TLS coaches that within, the transition lifestyle system are able to help you and to speak with you, or the people that have invited you on this call. If you're actually listening to YouTube video, it's either myself or the people that have sent you this YouTube video. You can talk to them and apply these keys to your health so that you'll be able to learn about the transition lifestyle system. And so what's the transition lifestyle system for? It's actually for people who want to transform their health, which they want to see that as their priority. And if you want to feel and look great, if you want to lose weight, lose your body fat, your centimeters around your waistline, your body, you have more energy, and you want to improve your health, and hence you'll be able to have a greater lifestyle, then these are the next steps I'd love for you to be considering. Number one, to learn more, encourage you to get the TLS journal. If you are already an existing unfranchised owner, you can get it from your back office, or if you are a guest, you can get it from the person who invited you to this presentation. The TLS journal can definitely help you. Then also join the TLS profile. There is a website that you can actually go on to take a look at it. Either the website of the person who invited you or the tlscoach.info. And depending on your results, there is actually a questionnaire on the TLS website. You'll be able to then follow through your goals and your commitment level to go through the comprehensive customizable programs. And we also have scientific, really works, supplements and vitamin options that will help you to accelerate your success in terms of reaching your goals, and coaching, as I mentioned, available. And you can talk to myself or those that are coaches or the people that invited you to this call and choose the right one for you. And we have 12-week program, which is the full comprehensive program. We have a Feel Great in 8 program. We have 6 weeks, 4 weeks, or the 21-day program, or just simply the 7-day detox. Now, so that's basically what I'd like to share with you tonight. And if you've got any question, please feel free to ask in the chat bar or unmute yourself. Okay, and I can answer those questions. So any question, anyone? Or